Young, sharp and streetwise, the essence of London's mod revival scene in the streets and bars of 1980s Soho is captured in a new book being released this week. Paul Hallam is the photographer behind it and, pleased to say, joins us this evening. Lovely to have you with us. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the mod revival scene. Paint a picture.
So very quickly, the mod revival came about in 78, 79. I was too young. I was living out near Feltham in West London, and I had a very strict mum who wouldn't let me come out. So I kind of missed out on the year, and then I got into it in 1980. It was kind of a cross between the original mod movement and punk early on, and then as the 80s moved on, as I got more into it, it became more focused on the early 60s scene. So we became obsessed with it. We wanted to dress like the people we'd seen, and there weren't any pictures around. There's no YouTube or anything like that. So there's one book that we've got and a few rare pictures, and so we start dressing and listening to the sounds based on that.
Given that's the case, what was it about that scene that made you want to go there and start documenting it?
I think it's just the smartness, the look, the music. You know, it just felt great, and I'd have been 17, 18 at the time, and it just was a great period to recreate.
And there's a great story behind how you started to take these pictures. I hear a camera that was given to you by a family member.
This very camera here. So it was an Olympus trip that my parents had probably in the late 70s. By the 80s, they've replaced it with something better. I took it on a school trip, took some photos on a ski trip. I thought they were OK, looking back on them, not really. And then in 82, I'd been going to clubs, but I had a scooter in 82. I just turned 17. So I started going to this club, the Bush Hotel, run by the late, great Tony Glass. He was doing a club on a Saturday night. So I'd go down there and I'd take photographs in black and white. The pictures, everyone said, looked great, taking the Olympus trip. There's no photos in the book from 83, and the reason was, I took these photos and I thought I'd go out and get a proper camera. So I went out and bought a Zenit B, and I couldn't use it. I didn't know how to use it. The flash was wrong. So later that year, this sort of mid-80s cool mod revival thing starting to happen, particularly in Shepherd's Bush, and I got the camera out again and started taking pictures.
What sort of response did you get from the people? We're seeing some of these pictures now, we've just seen them, and they look as though they're pictures from a lot further back in the 80s,
I mean, I was taking them on black and white film. I wanted it to look like the 60s. So I think I was paying £5 a time to get the pictures developed, which at the time was probably only £25, £30 a week. But it was an amazing time, because up until then, the mod scene had been quite split, you know. The East London went into the East London clubs, the Paddington, the West London, and all of a sudden the scene got a lot smaller, and you've got people like the South London gents mixing with the Essex, the Ilford chaps, the Ugly Buglies, who were a girl from West London, and we're all mixing together, and there's no trouble. It's just all about clothes and music, really.
Tell us a bit about the book that these photos have been added to.
I took the pictures. I probably stopped taking the pictures late 85, put them on a shelf on top of the telly, left them there. 3 years ago, I thought I'll put them on some social media sites. People started to like them, and I got a call last year off another TV channel saying, we've seen your pictures, can we come around and film you talking about them in your shed, talking about your records? So we did that, and then Ewan Spencer, who produced the show, said, this is a book, we've got to make this. And I was like, well, no one's going to be interested in this, it's just loads of old pictures. And he said, yeah, but you forget, this is history. I mean, the picture you've got there now, I don't know if anyone can see that, that's Soho on a Sunday morning. There's no yellow lines. You know, Paul Raymond's Review Bar's still there. That's probably a TK Mac and a Costa now, you know. That Soho doesn't exist. So he very meticulously put the book together. He picked the pictures. It is a work of art. It's beautifully done. It's thread sewn. It's on art paper. I didn't think anyone would be interested, and I was wrong.